Rain patters on leaves in a dense tropical forest. A storm is approaching. Exterior wooden veranda, night. A woman stands on the edge of the porch, listening to the thunder.
You're gonna get wet.
The woman turns. Lori Russo, 30s, tight ponytail, premature crow's feet. Leaning on the front of the doorframe is Robbie Carter. We can already sense she's a live wire, the impression heightened by her wild, frizzy afro.
It's not raining that hard.
Not now, but you know how quick a storm can come up.
Let it. Feels good on my face.
You're gonna feel differently when it starts pouring and that lovely coat gets ruined.
I forgot I had it on.
She jumps back to the safety of the porch.
That's not funny. Oh, God.
But you know what is funny? You bringing a suede coat to a tropical island.
I have to maintain standards in the office. Powers is very anal retentive
enough about Powers. I'm sick of hearing about her. How she's the most vicious woman anyone's ever met.
She is.
Forget her, forget your stupid Prada, forget the rain. I made dinner.
Interior villa, night. The home is done up in a wooden tropical style, single-wall construction, exposed beams, large windows. A little alcove forms a cozy kitchen. At the back of the main room is a sitting area, facing a wide floor-to-ceiling window, through which the increasing rain can be seen. There's definitely an air of standardization about the villa, but there are little touches of personality everywhere. Lilac flowers in a vase, scattered post-it notes, a messy desk with a Macintosh in a corner. Robbie leads Lori to the sitting area.
Now sit right there, and I'll be right back.
Is Benson coming over for dinner?
No, he called before you got home, said the maintenance team needed him for something.
Good.
I heard that. What you got against Benson?
Nothing. He's a little much. Not the kind of energy I need right now.
Ropa paella.
Ooh.
With avocados from my tree in the back.
What would I do without you?
Oh, you'd sit around bored all day. There'd be no color in your life. No fun. You'd be one of Ludlow's little automations, just wasting your life and beauty on numbers and finances.
Lori swallows her bite and tosses a throw pillow at Robbie, who shrieks in mock surprise. Grinning, she throws one back.
Careful, careful. Hey, I've got food in my hands.
You started it.
The rain continues to lash against the windows. They watch in comfortable silence. The jungle encroaches on the little clearing. A strange bird call echoes over the storm. A legend places us, June 11th, 1993. As if knowing we need more information, another legend appears. Isla Nublar, 120 miles west of Costa Rica. And on cue, the little porch light flickers off. The sun rises over Isla Nublar, a dirt path cutting through the jungle. InGen staff walk along it, carrying feed buckets, shock prods, walkies. Robbie rides a bicycle marked Property of InGen, Palo Alto, California, along the path. The thatched roof of the visitor center can be seen over the trees in the background. Through a screened window, we see Robbie pull the bike up in front of the vet station. She leans it against a fence post and hurries up the wooden steps into the building. Coleman, Another vet tech swivels around in his chair.
Morning. Oh, it's you.
Robbie walks past him, punching his shoulder good-naturedly.
Ouch.
Robbie maneuvers through the bustle of vets preparing for the day ahead. Grace, second in command of this organized chaos, is peering warily into an animal carrier when Robbie approaches.
Dr. Adams?
Oh, thank God. Take over for me, would you? I gotta finish the Bayfig test or Jerry will hide my head.
What am I doing? Wait!
Give her the atorphine blend. She's got a tooth that needs extraction. It's causing her a lot of pain.
The rest is lost in the chatter. Robbie turns to the carrier.
Hey there, Tex. Hey, what you doing in there?
The animal in the carrier gives a little squawk of displeasure.
Oh, come on. That's no way to act. Come on, sweetie. There you go. Here it comes.
A tiny crested head pokes out from the carrier. Slowly, the rest of the animal emerges. A baby microceratops. Looking for all the world like a beaked piglet, it sniffs Robbie's hand suspiciously. Satisfied, it nibbles at the strawberry. With her other hand, Robbie grabs a syringe from a metal tray.
Oh, is that good? Is it nummy? Okay, big guy. Just gonna...
Hey, Robbie.
The noise makes the microceratopsian squeal and disappear back into the carrier. Robbie glares up at Coleman, who stands nearby with a walkie.
What?
Sorry, assignments are up.
Okay, I'm coming. Give this one that atorphine blend, would you? Thanks.
She is up and off in a flash. Coleman eyes the carrier nervously.
No problem.
On the other side of the room, a blackboard hangs on the wall. Assignments and names are written on it. Grace stands before the board, giving orders.
All right, people, just because everybody gets the weekend off does not mean we can fall behind. Management wants all assignments done before 1 o'clock today, before the endorsement tour starts.
It ain't gonna hurt the bigwigs if they see us out clipping track toenails.
Once we're fully operational, all of our work will revolve around the tour program. We're gonna have to get used to working so guests can't see us. Think of this as the dry run.
That's what Dr. Harding said?
That is what the old man himself said. Everyone, hop to it.
The vets clear out. Robbie looks for her assignment on the board. Brachiosaur, waste transport. We see a slide featuring an incomprehensible data chart. With a whir, it flickers to another similar chart.
C, maintenance work in the southern flatlands has greatly increased, forcing budgetary constraints as we work to reallocate company resources.
Lori sits at the far end of a long table, bored out of her mind, but trying not to show it.
My team proposes a restructuring of our current flood control systems in order to better facilitate repairs in a manner consistent with InGen financial policy and, naturally, our extensive concern for employee safety.
Thank you, Mr. McGovern. Our next speaker is Dr. Gentry with his report on prehistoric pollens and their effect on our hadrosaurs.
She sits and rubs her temples as a slide image of what look like cotton balls flickers on the projection screen. An industrial hall running the length of the visitor center's second floor. The executives file out of the meeting room and into the hallway, Lori among them. She checks her watch. 4 minutes after noon. She heads down the hall towards an elevator.
Ms. Russo?
Lori turns and smiles strainedly at Jane Powers, Jurassic Park's dark-haired, sharp-eyed human resources officer.
Yes, Miss Powers?
Oh, please. Call me Jane.
Jane?
I just want to commend you on the wonderful work you've been doing. Goodness knows everyone's been under certain pressure since the reevaluation incident.
Since the death of that workman,
Yes, the poor man, Mr.
Geoffrey Brown, on the security detail.
Yes. Regardless, your oversight of our production teams has been nothing short of remarkable.
Thank you, Jane.
I would like to point out before you go, the meeting you just left. Was that the monthly department conference?
Yes, it was.
The one usually held in administration at Site B?
Yes.
May I ask very quickly why you chose to have the meeting here on Nublar this month?
Mr. Hammond had mentioned wanting all employees to take the park drive now that it's up and running. I thought this would be a good chance to...
We've already scheduled private tours for the department heads. In effect, the decision to move the meeting location has complicated and potentially disrupted the work of our senior employees. I just wanted to make you aware of this.
Of course.
I'm glad you understand. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, Miss Powers.
Jane's eyes linger on her unpleasantly before she turns and taps away.
A reminder, the boat for the mainland will be leaving at 1900 hours. All personnel be at the dock no later than 1845. There's no concessions.
Laurie sits at the table in the visitor center restaurant, nursing a lemon water. She spots Robbie outside.
Robbie!
Robbie enters the restaurant from the patio at the back. She is still wearing grimy coveralls from her morning shift, drawing a horrified look from a waiter.
Manure collection day?
Don't start with me. I'm through with those brachiosaurs. They don't digest anything very well, and it all ends up on me.
I'm about to eat here.
Give me a carnivore any day. There's something to them, a power, a majesty that you just can't get from the herbivores.
If even half our guests had that attitude, Jurassic Park would be an unqualified success.
Except for the raptors.
They have their appeal.
So do car crashes. To some people.
It's a fear, I think. Like, a roller coaster that goes backwards for a second. The guests will be just as safe viewing the raptors as the wrecks or the spitters, just like they're safely strapped in on the coaster. But for a moment, there's that feeling that you are suddenly in more danger than you were before. It's exhilarating. That's what will bring people in. They'll outdraw the wrecks given enough time.
Or they'll scare guests away. Like, honestly, have you ever seen them during feeding time?
No. And I don't need to.
They're like something from a horror movie.
Never was one for those.
Yeah, me neither. All the blood and guts.
And what will you two be having today?
Salad?
Of course.
He heads off to the kitchen. A group of guards come in on their lunch break. Cassidy, Michaels, and Olson.
Ladies, ladies, ladies!
Oh, hey! How you been, kid?
They hug, bump chests. Laurie frowns, not sharing Robbie's enthusiasm about this group. Cassidy, in particular, leers at her.
The usual, keeping busy? You two out on the Ann?
Nah, we're staying in this weekend.
That's a shame. Some of the guys and I are heading up San Jose tomorrow night. Every bar within a 5-mile radius of the docks.
Oh, gee, I wish I could. It has been a while since I've had real alcohol.
You just had a drink at dinner last night.
Banana daiquiris do not count as alcohol.
Robbie.
Oh, Miss Russo thinks she's Jimmy Buffett. It sounds great, guys. Tell me all about it when you're back Monday.
Oh, cool.
He and his friends walk away to the buffet table. Laurie shudders dramatically.
Did you see how the blonde one was looking at me?
Well, it may come as a shock to you, but not everyone who works for Hammond has to take sensitivity training.
That isn't an excuse.
I know. It is how it is, though.
For a park with all female animals, you'd think the work culture would be more, less...
You can say less prickish. No one's listening.
prickish.
There you go.
Exterior park, afternoon, earlier that day. Leaves rustle in the jungle. There's a rattling call. A man stares into the depths of the greenery, watching, waiting. Something moves in the brush. The man moves closer, reaches for something strapped on his back. Suddenly, the thing bursts into view with a screech. It's a caracara, a Central American falcon. It beats its wings in irritation and flaps away. The man sits back, annoyed. We get a good look at him. Adrian Morrow, 30-ish with a face that commands respect and a taser rod on his back.
All clear.
He turns. We see he stands at the edge of a jungle clearing being enlarged by the efforts of a backhoe. On the other side of the clearing, a section of electric fence and tour road is visible.
Which direction, senor?
No direction. This is as far as we go. All right, bring that back in here. Come on.
He walks through the clearing, past the earth-moving and the saw-wielding workers.
Bring it round. Ándale, vamos, here.
Adrian passes between them and onto the tour road. He reaches into the passenger window of his gas Jeep and withdraws a radio.
Control, this is ground crew. We're finished with the initial clearing in Sector 4. Over.
Copy that, ground crew. Relieved of duty. Over.
10-4. See you on Monday.
Roger that, Adrian.
Hey, drop what you're doing. We're out of here.
Cheers from the workmen who begin packing up. Adrian chugs from a water bottle taken from the Jeep. An architect, Rogers, comes up to him.
What are we out so early for?
The old man wants everyone out of the way once the essential work is done.
Oh, yeah. The endorsement tour. We wouldn't want anything to spoil the view for the celebrity scientists.
We need their glowing opinions.
Here's hoping.
Hey, no. Look at the freaking plans, guys. The trees on the perimeter have to be...
Take it easy. They gotta wrap things up.
They should be more careful. If they hit the fences when they're cutting, they'll get blown away. And then what? NGen gets a workman's comp suit for their stupidity.
Oh, just wait till we got guests. I bet you one of them will try to touch the fence.
So, you heading out for the weekend?
I got work for Phase 2.
The park's barely ready for the September opening, and we're already preparing for the next phase? Spared no expense.
A soft hooting floats from the fence behind him. He turns with a scowl. There's nothing but jungle.
You out of here?
Not until everyone leaves.
Something watches the two men from beyond the fence.
Hammond doesn't pay you enough to babysit.
It's my job.
Come on, boss man. It's the weekend. Relax. Everybody's working for the weekend.
He turns to the Jeep and smack. A glob of black ooze hits him in the face. Roger screams, stumbling back and hitting the ground. Adrian rushes to his side.
Code 7.
Everything happens very quickly. A few workers head for the construction vehicles, grab tasers hooked to the cabin doors. Two help Adrian turn Rogers, who is nearly sobbing in pain, onto his back. A worker reaches into the back seat of the Jeep, feels around.
Goggles on.
For a tense moment, the worker can't find what he's looking for. Then he grabs it. He throws his prize, a white case marked medical, open and grabs a bottle and an eyedropper from within.
Get it to him now. Stations.
Workers with tasers and goggles have positioned themselves at the edge of the fence. Adrian grabs an SPAS-12 from a worker and runs to the fence. He stops short, cocks the rifle, aims it, fires. Suddenly all is still. The jungle beyond the fence is devoid of threats. The only sound is the slight whimpers of Rogers as the workers administer the antidote to his eyes.
Senor?
Get everyone out of here.
Everyone disbands, warily eyeing the fence. Rogers is helped into the Jeep. Adrian stares out at the jungle before finally turning away. Something in the trees watches him go. Interior vet station. Afternoon. Earlier that day. Robbie stands over something we cannot see, peering down.
Sanitizer?
A vet hands her a bottle of spray foam sanitizer.
This is gonna sting.
That's all right.
We see Rogers is sprawled out over at a work table in the vet station. Robbie, a vet, and Adrian stand over him. Robbie applies the spray foam to the area around Rogers' eyes, which are swollen and red. Rogers hisses in pain.
All right, here you are. So, see the redness around the sclera? Definitely Dilophosaur venom.
What do you think?
You got the antidote to him in good time. He'll be fine once they get him patched up in San Jose.
Sorry, Rogers. You're being forced to take a vacation.
Poor me.
He looks up at Adrian and winces.
Careful! No sudden eye movements. You've got a nasty bit of corneal damage.
There's a knock at the door. Robbie covers Rogers' eyes before he can look to see who it is. A workman opens the door tentatively. Adrian frowns. Interior hall, afternoon, earlier that day. Adrian storms down the hall, brushing past departing control room staff and geneticists.
Stop the program. I told you how many times we needed locking mechanisms on the vehicle doors.
Interior office, afternoon, earlier that day. Jane sits at her desk, sipping coffee. Adrian bursts in.
What the hell is this?
Mr. Morrow, thank you for coming during this difficult time.
Cut that out.
I don't appreciate your tone, Mr. Morrow.
I didn't.
Sit.
Her tone brooks no argument. Adrian sits. Jane takes a moment, shuffles papers on her desk, examines a report on her computer.
You have been with Engine for 8 years. Is that correct?
Yes, I started with construction at at Mr. Hammond's residence in Park Avenue.
And for the last 5 years, you have been general contractor here at Jurassic Park. Mr. Hammond must have a high opinion of you.
I do my job, ma'am.
Yes. And that is what I wanted to discuss with you today.
I'm not sure I follow.
Let me see. You were working in Sector 4 on groundbreaking for the new rest area near the Jungle River?
That's right.
I have reports from your work team on the incident involving Joseph Rogers. A most regrettable situation, all told.
Yes, and I did what I had to do
You
that...
did not follow company protocol for halting construction. Pursuant to Section 504, contractors employed at a construction site on Engine property shall not remain on site following the end of working hours. I have it here that you stayed behind with Mr. Rogers
to make sure everyone left safely,
resulting in injury to a subordinate employee.
Jane, you know that's
Inadequate storage of life-saving medical supplies, use of a firearm you were not trained to handle, indiscriminate use of a deadly weapon against an animal without prior authorization from management.
It was that or...
Do you know we may now have a traumatized animal in our stock? The damage that will cause
I don't care if it's gone gun-shy. Some animals are too dangerous for the park, and the Dilophosaur Alpha is one of them.
I don't believe that's your call to make. In any event, our security measures surrounding the carnivore paddocks ensure that...
Don't give me the brochure spiel. That animal can spit right through the fence. If a guest is blinded, Hammond will want someone to blame, and it ain't gonna be me.
Mr. Morrow! We are in the middle of a crucial endorsement tour, and I will not allow any incidents that may reflect poorly on the park. You are a valuable employee here at Engine, and your concerns will be duly addressed. Until such time, I am recommending a temporary leave of absence.
But
I suggest you head to your quarters to pack. The boat to Costa Rica leaves tonight.
Interior, Adrian's villa, night. A vase crashes against a wall. and we are back to the present. Adrian sits on his bed, furious. A half-packed suitcase sits next to him. He sighs, stands, looks out the window at the increasing rain. A phone rings on his bedside table.
Hello?
Hello. Your reminder as follows. Last boat leaving soon. Thank you for using the InGen telemeter phone service. Goodbye.
The line disconnects, but with tinny safari music playing instead of a dial tone. Adrian hangs up, disgusted. Interior, bar, night. The bar of the staff village, aptly titled The Watering Hole. Spanish music sputters out through radio on the bar. A few employees are scattered around the room. Gilda, a technician. Vargas, security guard. Espinoza, maintenance. Lester, geneticist. The bartender, Judd, wipes glasses, listening to the storm. Espinoza hums along drunkenly to the radio, drawing a look of annoyance from Lester.
What is this that we're listening to, anyway?
Station 105.9, all mariachi.
I like it. I like it a lot.
No surprise there, you...
This everyone left on the island?
Almost. There's us, the management guys, the old man's tour group.
Oh, yeah.
Rotten weather for a tour of the island.
I think it's romantic. With the sound of the rain, I can believe I'm in the Jurassic period right now.
Get rid of the roof and the beer and you'll really get that feeling.
Adrian enters the bar and sits.
There he is. Took you long enough to get here, Morrow.
Adrian glares at him.
Who spit in his drink?
Espinoza starts tapping on the bar top in beat with the music. Lester glares at him.
Isn't there any other music on?
This song's a good one.
The news or something. Jeez.
I can try and find something else.
Judd fiddles with the radio, which buzzes out more static.
Storm's probably messing around with the signal.
Gilda, see what you can do.
Who, me? No. Oh, no. I don't do satellite.
Lazy.
Oh, come on. Just because I work in control doesn't mean I know how to do telecom. I sit and screw around with monitors all day, that's it. All right.
She drains her beer and walks over to the radio, opens the back.
What do you think?
It's a loose battery cable. All right, prepare for music.
The radio sputters, then dies, along with all the lights.
Gilda?
That wasn't me, and you know it.
Interior villa, night. Lori and Robbie are right back where we left them. Their silence is interrupted by a thunk as the lights flicker out.
Robbie?
I just had them fix our lighting grid.
Don't get excited. Just call control and have them rebooted.
Robbie reaches for the phone.
Huh?
What?
The phone's out too.
Oh. The antenna lines run from the staff village. I'm gonna have to go down there and see what they did wrong.
Oh boy, our head's gonna roll?
The last thing we need is for the phone to be going haywire when the tour gets back.
Ray's probably blowing a gasket.
Oh, hopefully we get everything ironed out before he notices. You coming?
Robbie looks out at the storm uncertainly.
All right, but it's wet out.
I won't wear my coat. I'll wear that nice floral number you got me last Christmas.
Oh.
She lifts herself off the couch with Lori's proffered hand.
I happen to know you haven't worn that yet.
Interior bar, night. A light flashes on with a hiss, then off too quick for us to see its source. Then again, it flashes on again and stays. Vargas lights a cigarette and waves the flame on the lighter out. From across the room, Lester gives him a look.
What?
Lester looks away. We see he and the others are huddled around a collapsible lantern that has been placed on the bar. Lester, in particular, is unhappy with the situation. Judd enters from a back room.
Well, folks, our lighting grid is on the fritz. The good news is, I know how to turn it back on.
If you want to hike all the way to the main compound in the rain, be my guest.
Don't have to.
The individual power grids can be turned on and off remotely. We'd only go to the maintenance shed if power to the whole island went down.
I can go right across the road and turn ours back on.
Be careful, huh?
It's all safe out there. Right, Gilda?
Right. Nothing but empty villas and crushed dreams out there right now.
Judd laughs, taking a flashlight from below the bar. He leaves the room. The door is only open for a moment, but the driving rain leaves the welcome mat soaked. Interior Jeep, night. Lori and Robbie bounce around in the Jeep.
So, what happens if the endorsement doesn't go through?
I don't know.
They'll shut down the park.
Yes. Probably they will.
What happens then?
Site B will still be active. You could help the vet team there.
Look, I may have no head for business, but even I know that Engine won't pour money into an island that won't turn a profit.
We don't even know how the tour will go. Don't invite trouble in.
Robbie turns away, disconsolate.
The last thing that I want is for you
Look out!
Something crosses the road in front of them. Something big. Lori slams the brakes hard to avoid hitting it. The car skids to a stop. Robbie opens the door and stands up on the running boards, looking after where the thing was.
What is it?
I don't know. It's gone.
She climbs back in.
Jeez. It was as big as the car. Not a dinosaur. Do you think?
It couldn't have been. We're miles from the paddock area, and the animals can't escape anyway.
Let's get to the village.
Lori shifts into gear and pulls away. Robbie stares back through the rear window. Exterior village, night. A figure runs through the pouring rain. He comes to a solid concrete building with a corrugated rolling door. Pushing it up, he runs into interior utility building, night. A grimy utility dock. The door slams shut. A flashlight is flicked on and shined at the floor, scaring a rattlesnake away. Judd lowers the light enough to reveal his face. A clatter from the recesses of the building makes him look around.
Ugh, stupid rats.
He presses further into the building. Interior Jeep, night. The Jeep pulls up in front of the bar. Lori unbuckles her seatbelt.
I'm gonna see who's left. You coming?
Nah. Just call me if something needs my desperate attention.
Lori grins and opens the car door. Robbie snuggles into the cushion of her seat. Interior bar, night. Gilda pulls a collapsible lantern into place, switching the light on.
That's the last one.
We see she has positioned emergency lanterns and flashlights around the bar until it is almost fully illuminated.
Isn't that a waste of company resources?
The old man can foot the bill. If the tour goes well, he'll be able to pay for 100 more. Makes the place look more cheerful, doesn't it?
Clever.
Bright.
Lori enters, shaking water from her slicker.
No lights here either?
None that we've seen.
Well, great. Laurie Russo, admin.
Adrian Morrow, General
Contractor. It's a pleasure to meet you, finally, despite the circumstances.
It's, cozy.
Is this the whole staff?
As far as we know, everyone else took off for the weekend.
I bet the lights are working on the boat.
They aren't always, especially in rough weather.
Don't complain. We have lights.
Flashlights.
Hey, there's also a barman.
Where'd he run off to?
Home, probably.
Interior, utility building, night. Judd sees the breaker box, similar to the kind found in ordinary homes.
Oh, great.
He opens the panel door and examines them. The breakers are all flipped. The power should be on, but it isn't.
What the?
An empty gallon drum clangs to the ground behind him. He plays the flashlight around the room. Nothing.
What the?
Judd runs, making a lot of noise as he does. He knocks a crate into the path of his pursuers, hoping to slow them down. He rounds a corner formed by stacked feed crates and drops to his knees. He listens. Nothing. He slumps back, relieved. Judd looks up, terrified. We follow his gaze to see Eyeshine looking down from the crate above him.
No, wait!
A hulking shadow drops down onto Judd's, knocking him to the ground. Interior Jeep, night. Robbie's eyes open. She looks around, unsure of what awoke her.
Lori?
No answer. Robbie rubs at her eyes, fully awake now. She looks towards the bar, out her window. She can see Lori inside the bar, through the windowed front door. Interior bar, night. Lori looks around incredulously.
And no one thought to call control?
Well, we just assumed.
If lights are out from storm interference, we might not get them back on for days. Good thing only our phone is down.
Ours ain't exactly in shape either, lady.
The phone is out here too?
Yeah.
So it's not just the lights, it's the whole electrical grid for the village?
Interior, Jeep, night. Robbie turns back, unable to decipher what they are arguing over. She looks around. Something has jolted the car. She looks the other way, staring out into the night. The rain is going on strong, and she sees nothing but trees. Robbie sits back in her seat, unnerved. Something scrapes against the driver's side of the Jeep. The movement, however, is enough to rock the whole car. Robbie whips around. She climbs over the console and into the driver's seat, looking out the side window. She strains to see what is out there. All is black. Robbie looks back to the bar. Behind her, out in the rain, the darkness shifts and moves away, revealing the edge of the jungle behind it. There's a dull thump on the side of the car. Robbie looks back and sees the trees. Her mind races.
What the?
The scraping comes again from the other side. This time, though, it's more forceful. The left wheels almost come off the ground. Robbie cries out, then covers her mouth with a hand. She presses herself against the driver's side door, as far from the other side as possible, when the car is hit from her side. The impact throws Robbie onto the passenger seat. She moans, wiping blood from her mouth. On the sound of her moan, there is a dull snort, like the breath of a horse. Robbie recognizes the sound and her eyes go wide. Whatever the thing is, it hits the car again on the passenger side, throwing Robbie against the steering wheel. She rights herself in the seat, looks around. Something is definitely moving beyond the rear window. Thinking fast, Robbie reaches a leg over, twists the passenger door handle enough for it to open slightly. She presses herself against the driver door, braces for impact. The impact shatters the driver window. As anticipated, sends Robbie across the Jeep into the passenger door and propels her out into the rain. Robbie darts like a broken field runner across the road, up the wooden stairs, onto the bar's porch. Interior bar, night. Lori, mid-argument, turns as Robbie bursts into the room. She slams the door shut behind her and sinks, soaked and shuddering to the floor.
Robbie! Oh, what happened? What is this? Are you okay? What?
The car.
What did you see?
The Rex. It was the Rex.
The Rex? The Tyrannosaur?
Yes.
Robbie, it's dark out there, and what with the rain?
I saw it.
Oh, please. The T-Rex out here? I don't know if you've been here on Nublar long, but the staff village is miles from the Rex paddock.
Sorry, I'm with him. How could the Rex have escaped its pen? It has the highest electric fencing in the park.
The fence won't be much of an issue for the Rex if there's no power.
You don't think?
No, that's impossible. Control would never let that happen. We have too many safeguards in place to prevent main power from being knocked out by storms.
I built the Rex fences myself. Trust me, if there's something gone wrong...
There's no way. You're drunk, girl.
Don't call me girl.
I'll call you anything I want.
Let's not do anything we'll regret here.
I'll prove it.
Before anyone can stop him, he has grabbed a flashlight and walked out onto the porch.
Wait, no, we don't...
Exterior bar, night. Espinosa sloshes down the steps. Adrian and Vargas come out warily onto the porch behind him.
Espinosa, come back here now.
There ain't nothing out here. Look. Huh?
He swings the light around wildly.
Come on, man, quit screwing around.
Ain't nothing.
Something shakes a bush behind him. He freezes. Adrian tenses. Vargas ducks against the wall. The others, staring out through the windows on the other side of the door, retreat.
Someone there?
Espinosa, run!
It's nothing. It's...
The bush rattles as something jumps out. The flashlight swings around to reveal a fat possum at the base of the bush. It hisses before scuttling back into the brush.
Possum. You'd think the dinosaurs would get an animal like that.
Drunks always walk away.
Oh, thank God.
I'm all right.
The attack comes from the left. A boxy reptilian head swings into view from behind the car, knocking Espinosa down. Adrian and Vargas jump back into the safety of the doorway. In the glare of the headlights, we see the animal for the first time. It's the juvenile tyrannosaur, about 8 feet tall with the gait of a puppy. Espinosa scrambles to his feet. The Rex regards him curiously. The Rex knocks him down again with its head. Espinosa jumps back up.
Hey, back up!
The Rex cocks its head, bemused at the loud noises coming from its prey. Espinosa waves his arms around like a lion tamer.
That's right. Get back!
The Rex bats at him again, but only hard enough to knock him against the car. The others look on, horrified.
Are there any guns in the building?
None.
It's the baby. It's the baby one.
It's playing with him.
Espinosa backs slowly away from the Rex, holding out a hand.
Back! You back!
The Rex brushes its head against him, almost gently.
That's right. Yeah. You stay there.
He looks back. In a few steps, he'll be at the steps to the bar. Adrian and Vargas have come out a little, ready to grab him.
Slowly. Come on.
The Rex snorts and bats at Espinosa.
Hey, back off!
Bored with this game, the Rex roars and slams its head against him, knocking him on his back.
Cut that out!
Adrian and Vargas back up to the doorway.
Back, get back!
The others scramble back. From the door, we see the Rex raise its head, Espinosa's arm dangling from its jaws. The Rex tosses its head back and swallows the arm. In profile, we see it step forward against the porch steps and roar. End of episode 1.